Good evening.
Good evening.
I didn't hear you. Good evening. That's much better, John. Talk to him, John. My name is Cloves, Campbell, and if you know, I usually will say things that everybody else wants to say. Today will be no exception. 50 years ago, I was looking through some photographs at the Arizona Informer. And there were a group of young people right at these doors with signs like the signs you have, with chants like the chants you had. They sat down, they protested, and they marched. They marched for civil rights, for human rights, for all the rights of everyone. 50 years later, we stand here today, marching, protesting for some of the same things. For some of the same things. We have a black president, and we only have one African American sitting in these seats at the state legislature. We have a black president, but we only have one African American sitting on the Phoenix City Council. We have a black president, and we have no African Americans sitting in Congress in Arizona. Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm proud today because as I stand here and look around, I see faces of all colors. I'm proud to be in Arizona because when I stand up and I look around and I see black, brown, white, everybody, this is the place that really shows the true colors of Arizona. Arizona is made up of so many diverse, rich people with cultures and histories that can give to our society what no one group can. And when we talk about what's important today, 50 years after the March on Washington, we're still fighting for justice, freedom, and civil rights. So what do we do? What do we do today? We need to make sure we get to the polls. We need to make sure we fight against these voting right laws that continue to discriminate those who do not have a proper chance to vote. We need to make sure that we continue to fight for justice for not just men and women, but for everyone, gay or otherwise. We need to fight for equal rights for people to have the opportunity to come to this country and get the education that they deserve. We need to fight for immigrant rights because immigrants are not just Hispanic. Immigrants come from Ethiopia, immigrants come from Haiti, immigrants come from Cuba, immigrants come from all over this country. It's not just one group that we need to fight for, we need to fight for everyone. So I'm asking you today as we stand here and we celebrate, because this is a celebration. It's a celebration of race, it's a celebration of history, it's a celebration of ethnicity, but more so, it's a celebration of life. Dr. King always talked about judging someone by the content of their character rather than the color of their skin. W.B. Du Bois said that even though we have a justice system, it's not designed to protect those that are not included in it. At the end of the day, what are we here for? We're here to make sure that people hear our voice. In Washington, D.C., they've got hundreds of thousands of people. And a lot of you said, should I go to Washington or should I come to Phoenix? It's more important that you're here today because this is where you live. This is where you live. This is where you do your business. So I want to leave with you today that it's not about what's fun, what's the end thing to do, whether you're going to be on Facebook talking to your friends about this event, but it's more about what you learned today. The speeches you heard, the speeches that came from the hearts of Mr. Art Hamilton, Mr. Calvin Good, the prayer of Bishop Barnwell, the sincere words of Mary Rose Wilcox, Sandra Kennedy, Sandra Lana Taylor. All these words mean that we are a part of Arizona. We demand to be included in what's going on in Arizona. And it's not just black, it's not just brown. But I'm asking you to stand up and take a look around. It's everybody. Thank you. Good night.